Buenos dias, hello everyone. This is Senor Irvin, Herb Spanish, and I have an amazing, awesome world for you guys to go ahead and have an adventure in. I'm calling it El Mundo de Ovejas, the world of sheep, but it has a lot to do with what sheep produce, which is wool, lana. Muy bien? And so what we're going to do is we're going to actually be participating as a class, and we are going to go ahead and basically complete a giant puzzle. Look at that thing. Woo! Color by number, basically that's what it ends up being. We've been working a lot on colores y ropa, colors and clothes, and now I have a key basically over here that tells you what you need to go ahead and do as far as los colores. We have café equals uno. As you look at our board here, look at all those unos right there. They need some brown blocks there. And it goes on with azul, negro, anaranjado, amarillo, blanco, and morado. We have 7 colors to go ahead and be filling out for this amazing structure. And what you're going to end up doing is basically getting some wool. Now, some of these sheep, let's look at the sheep right now. We have a variety of colors here. And look at all of those sheep, see? All kinds of different colors, but some of those colors you won't find actually those sheep actually are dyed yet, so you need to dye them, okay? And what we need to go ahead and do is I've given some clues here as far as to each clothing item. I've said las botas cafés, los guantes blancos, los pantalones azules, la camisa morada, el cinturón amarillo, la corbata blanca, el sombrero café, and then we have some things that are not clothes, la cara anaranjada, la cara is the face, y los ojos azules, and of course those are blue eyes, right? And so we need to go ahead and fill in each one of these blocks with a piece of dyed wool, and the colors are actually right here, okay? So how do we dye wool? Well, I'm going to show you real quick about what you're going to do is we're going to have some sheep that are white, and we can color them by doing some different things. First of all, you'll notice that I've set all kinds of weird things out here, and they're on purpose. The first one is being this lapis right here, and it gives you some clues. It says up here, ¿Quieres azul? So do you want some blue? Well, you're going to need this type of block, this type of lapis to be able to go ahead and get it. And in each one of these chests, you'll find amazing things, some resources for you to be able to use. Like this has a bunch of shears. Well, we'll be able to get the wool from the sheep with the shears. This also has some shears in there, so plenty for everybody. We've got some grass and dirt blocks here because how are you going to be able to fill in that whole entire thing, especially because you're in survival mode. Well, you're in MinecraftEdu mode, so you can't die, but you definitely don't have the ability to be able to do this, for example, in creative mode. So you're going to have to get up there somehow, so you're going to need some grass or dirt blocks. You also are going to need some picks. I put some stone pickaxes to be able to go ahead and get through all of this lapis and then be able to combine it to be able to make some wool. And I'm going to show you just in a sec about how you combine things to be able to do that. In here, we have just an empty chest, which we'll go ahead and fill in with other items for you to go ahead and be able to use. So anyway, right here, you have a bunch of crafting tables that you can go ahead and use. Let's first start off by saying, okay, what if we need las botas cafés, right? So we need a lot of brown, and you can see at the bottom. So let's start off with that one. And then the rest of them, you're going to have to help each other to be able to figure out, okay, how do we make this dye, okay? And then how do we go ahead and dye some of the sheep to make sure that the wool turns a certain color? So what we have right here is cafés azul, cafés number 1, número uno, and it says las botas cafés. So let's go ahead and start off by getting some brown. And right here it says, café equals cocoa, right? So we're talking about these pods right here produce cocoa, and it says mira en los árboles, so look in the trees. So let's first switch my mode here to survival mode. And then I'm just going to come up to one of these trees and start banging on this cocoa, and then look at the little cocoa things appear, and 3 of them are now in my inventory, cocoa beans, okay? So I'm going to use those cocoa beans. And first I need to go get some wool from a sheep. So I'm going to get some shears, put them into my inventory, and let's go through here and hopefully not let out any sheep. And let's go shear one of these sheep, this white one right here. Hey, give me some of that. All right, I got that wool now. And now I'm going to come back to the crafting table, and I'm going to combine the wool and those cocoa beans. Let's see what happens. Let's see. We've got wool, and let's throw some cocoa beans in here. Oh yeah, brown wool. I'm going to take it here, I've got 2 pieces of brown wool because I have 2 pieces of wool that came from that sheep. And then now I can come back to my puzzle here, my color by number, and start off putting my pieces here. And you guys work as a class to complete this whole entire thing. Awesome, huh? Each one of these things out here, let's look. Let me get myself back into creative mode. We have lapis here for azul. Down in here, we will have, it says, quieres negro, necesitas pulpo, so you will have some squid in there. I put octopus, but they're actually squid. These beautiful tulips, guess what color they'll produce? Anaranjado. Over here is a little bit of tricky, because look at, we have rosas, and they're red, but there's no red on that big puzzle. So you're going to need rojo y azul to make another color, and I don't know what colors. Rojo, azul, you smush them together, it makes a certain color. Let's see if you guys can figure it out. These beautiful dandelions, it says quieres amarillo, you'll be able to produce that color. So every color you need is over there. You might have to mix a couple to be able to make them. And then once you have them, you can actually use those colors, okay, on the sheep themselves and be able to dye them too. But for right now, what we want to do is just shear the sheep, bring them to the crafting table, and then end up producing the different colors of the wool, like those 2 pieces of brown wool there, and complete that puzzle. In the end, what's going to happen is you're going to fill that all in. Woo, we're going to all win. And then what the coolest part is that you, each of you, are going to create your own pixel art. So this is just a cheesy little scarecrow looking guy, right? You're going to go ahead and choose something that you find interesting or important as far as pixel art. You're going to go ahead and design it first on paper, and then make sure that you have up to 10 colors. You're going to do this color by number, design it, and then you're going to have someone else come and basically build your pixel art and create it back through, and so that they can see what you actually ended up creating. Okay, cool. So this is the first step. Hopefully you guys kind of understand it. Bueno, adiós, hasta la vista.